What's happening in your hometown? This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Wally Lukashenski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented today and every day by Professional Floor Covering. And it's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. And if you're ready to shake up your summer nights, Sandy and the team at McKinstry's Home Furnishings is here for you. Join them for the Taste and Create Nights on Thursday, July 31st. That's tonight, and August 28th. And of course, there's going to be tea blending to sign making, yoga, to haunted museums. Downtown Beaver Dam is full of creative stops just waiting to be explored. Whether you're hands-on with art or into vintage vibes or want to try something new with a friend, this is your chance. Join them at McKinstry's Home Furnishings for tips and sips. And I love that. I love all the little alliteration. So anytime, tips and sips. So you can enjoy a glass of wine and popcorn while learning tips from our designers over there at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. We have a living room, a family room, a bedroom, and a dining room display set up on their main floor, complete with accessories, just to give you some ideas, help point you in the right direction. And they're going to have different options to set up each night. Also, you can sign up for a $500 gift certificate from McKinstry's. So grab your friends and join them at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Come sip, shop, snack, and create at Taste and Create in downtown Beaver Dam. Now, we're very excited to talk about another great night coming up. We're going to be talking about National Night Out, and I'm excited this morning to be joined by Sheila Schlegel, one of the very important people to help put this event on every year. And Sheila, I have to start with this. When I moved here last year, we were right around this time of year, and it was the very first event that I was a part of. So now forever, National Night Out has a special place in my heart, and it was a great event last year, and it sounds like you're even excited to have even more people this year.
Absolutely. So every year that this place or the National Night Out has been involved, I kind of started looking back at our numbers. We really didn't keep a really good track, but in 2017 or 18 is when Beaver Dam started it. And I started by being a part of the Citizens Police Academy. And so they asked for people, and I said, yeah, I can do that. So I went in and helped, and it was small. We had maybe 15 vendors that came around. And this year, we're up to 70 vendors that are participating in National Night Out. So we were very excited. The event has grown over the years. Everybody understands what National Night Out is. And for those of you that don't understand, it is a night that was established to bring community awareness to help the police or help the community with police relationships in the community. Most time people look at the police as bad people because they might pick you up for a speeding ticket or they might pick you up for not stopping at a stop sign. But they are actually here to support all of us and to help protect all of the community. And so this is like a camaraderie to be able to communicate with them, come on down, see them, talk to them, ask questions, whatever you want. But what Beaver Dam did is we've opened this up to all of our nonprofit organizations to say, hey, do you want to set up a booth and put your name out there to say, what is this community and what can we all offer all of our people in the area? And it has just grown. I am totally amazed at all the people that participate and all the different community events that are available to people. If you don't really need them or you have never looked for it, this is a great place to come and see what's available.
You want to get there early, too. I remember last year walking around, it was like 55 vendors last year, so you've added close to 15 or so.
Yeah, it has grown quite a bit. And yes, we start setting up around 4 o'clock, and the event starts from 5 to 8. And absolutely, if you look down the path of the Swan City Park, and there's just people everywhere. It is a great event. Everybody loves to come and see what's out there, what are people talking about, and so yes, absolutely, get there early. And I can say usually around 8 o'clock, people are getting picked up and getting out of there because most of the people have gone, but it has been a great event every year.
It was last year. I had a blast getting there. And again, you not only get to learn about a lot of these great nonprofits and get to talk to some of our local law enforcement, but you get to network a little bit too. That's where I got to meet a lot of the great people we've had on this show. So go out there and have some fun in the community as well. And Sheila, I'd love to ask you as well. So how did you personally become involved in this cause? Because you're very clearly excited and passionate about it. Absolutely. Where did that start for you?
My husband was in police for 35 years at the sheriff's department, and so I was always interested in the whole police background. Not something I ever wanted to do, but I love just, oh, there's a police guy. Who is he picking up? What is he doing? And so I took the Citizens Police Academy in Beaver Dam and then for Dodge County as well. And I absolutely love both programs. You kind of got the background, but at the same time, then, they ask you to help with events that they have, and this is one of the events that happened, and I said, oh, absolutely, I'll help with that. Let's see what we can do. And so that's how I got started with National Night Out. And then Chuck Stungel always did a great job of running it, and he moved away a couple years ago and said, hey, Sheila, I'm going to ask you to kind of take this over and head this up because I'm moving out of the city. And I'm like, what? And so I absolutely took on the challenge and have not looked back since. So
well, it sounds like it's flourishing under the leadership, so we appreciate the hard work and effort that you put in. And we want to remind everybody again, you can watch this interview back on Daily Dodge YouTube page. So if you're in your car, you don't hear everything right now, join us again, come back and hear all the details. Because Sheila, when we come back, we have to talk about all the vendors that are going to be there. I know we're going to be there. I'm fired up about that. Exactly. So you're going to get to see this ugly mug back out in person. And because this National Night Out is next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, yes, at Swan Park in Beaver Dam.
Next Tuesday.
From 5 to 8.
August 5th, 5 till 8, Swan Park. You got to be there or be square is what we're going to say here. So when we come back, we're going to dive into a little bit more about what this looks like with Sheila Schlegel. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
For many.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishing in downtown Beaver Dam. I'm joined this morning by Sheila Schlegel for National Night Out that is coming Tuesday, August 5th to Swan Park, right up the road here. and we teased it a little bit right before the break, but there are 70-ish vendors that are going to be here, and I know that's a lot, so we're going to kind of break this up a little bit, but I'd love to hear some of the groups that are going to be here.
Absolutely. So obviously we have our Beaver Dam Police Department, Beaver Dam Fire Department, our Dodge County Sheriff's Office. So all of them will be there for sure. State Patrol may or may not, depending on where they're at and what, the events are that they have coming. They've got a lot of different events that they get invited to for National Night Out.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of Beaver Dam activities, just the Beaver Dam Activities and Services Group, the Beaver Dam Chamber of Commerce, the Community Library, the Community Theater's joining us this year. The Beaver Dam Fire Department Auxiliary is going to be here. The Rec Department, Beaver Dam Ride Project, there's a project going on that they want to be able to get their name out. Generac is a big sponsor of Swan Park National Night Out this year, so we want to make sure we include them. The school district's going to have a booth there, kind of promoting their 4K or their younger generation events. Alaris Health Group, Ally Group, American Legion, Auxiliary number 146, they're going to be there. They've been there in the past. Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts is going to be there with some kind of samples for everyone. The Lions Club, Bo's Heavenly Clubhouse, Church Health Services, Central Wisconsin Community Action Council, Citizens Police Academy, the Dodge County Health and Human Services, Clinical Services, Corrections, Community Corrections and Probation and Parole. They have hot dogs every year. Dodge County Food Pantry. Dodge County Head Start and Early Head Start are participating, Human Services, Foster Care, Public Health. So as we continue down our list, there's just tons and tons of different activities and participants in the event that you can come and learn all about. I can continue down the list if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dodge County Treatment Courts is going to be there this year. Downtown Beaver Dam, Edgewood Community Church, Fielding Hope, First Evangelical Lutheran Church, Five Stones. Food is free. Good Karma Brands, of course, is a good
Amen,
addition
they are.
here. Guardians of the Children, Horicon Bank, Highland Prairie is going to be doing some face painting. The 4-H Club, Camel, which is Kids and Mentors Outdoors, will be there. Lamar Advertising, they might not be right there at the facility, but if you look at the big sign out here on this is Spring Street, the moving sign, they've been advertising our event for us up on there, and so we like to give them recognition for doing that for us. The Marshfield Medical Center will be there, Meals on Wheels, Moraine Park Technical College, NAMI of Dodge County, National Exchange Bank, New Beginnings Homeless Shelter, Noble Community Clinics, Peace of Mind, Opioid Treatment Center of Dodge County, PAVE, which is Protect, Advocate, Validate, and Educate for people that didn't know. The Playground Movement Group, Rocco Firm Community Church, Pregnancy Support Center of Dodge County, Red Cross, the Wisconsin region, Second Harvest Banks, the skate park. Skate Park wants to get their name out there. Special Touch Ministries, St. Mark's Episcopal Church, St. Vincent de Paul Society, and then the St. Vincent de Paul store. I didn't realize there was two different events, and so that was a change for me this year. The Wisconsin Canine Search and Rescue, WTI and Water Play, they are trying to get their name out and ask for, it's like a survey that they're going to be doing for the splash pad and how they can update it and
sure.
make changes or whatever. So they're going to be there. And the YMCA of Dodge County. Those are ones with a lot of, their vendors set up and there. There is also this year, we've grown our Touch-A-Truck for the kids so that they can come in, see vehicles that they don't normally get to see and touch and feel. So the Beaver Dam Department of Public Works is going to be bringing something. I have no idea what it is, so it's always a surprise to the kids. The fire department always brings a truck and lets the kids play like pretend shooting a hose. The police department has their cars there. The sheriff's department. Precision Towing's new to us this year. They are going to bring a tow truck of some sort for the kids. And so White Construction always brings a vehicle for us. Charlie Hammer Farms, he's going to be bringing his great big brand new combine. So something new for kids to look out. Power Sports Company is new for us this year as well. They're going to bring a couple of ATVs for the kids to be able to climb on and see and feel. And so ATVs are a big thing for kids. And so, we like to make this a kid-friendly event for everybody to come and see what's available and help with the whole event as a whole. So
that's unbelievable. I mean, looking at this right now, just going down that list, I know that there's plenty of people that we've had on, friends of ours that have been on Hometown Today. But then even beyond that, just going down this list, you had mentioned it. The goal of this evening is going to be to kind of put people in front of you that you might be able to utilize as a resource and let you meet those connections ahead of time. And then the kids are going to be able to have a ton of fun too. You mentioned a touch-a-truck. I'd love to sit on that for a minute. Is this something that's grown, it sounds like, where each year it seems like there's more and more vehicles right there in Swan Park?
Absolutely. This year, we have not really done a lot to really go out and grow it. So we kind of just let the people come to us. And so this year we did a little bit more of just going out and putting some feelers out there to make sure that the kids are excited and have something different. So it has been a great opportunity. Every year we try to do something to just get the hype out and get the kids excited.
Well, the last 30 seconds, we might sound a little disheveled. It's because we have a new guest coming here with us today. And I have to ask you, can you please, for the people at home, introduce yourself and tell us what you do with National Night Out?
So my name is Lieutenant Craig Retzloff, the night shift patrol lieutenant. So, yeah, you won't see me during the day a whole lot. But I work with Sheila. I've been with Sheila since we restarted National Night Out 2018. So work with her as far as organizing the event, and I'm sure she covered on as it each year has been growing and growing, and it continues to be a success. So
we've been talking a little bit about that growth since before you got here. From your perspective, Craig, what is this event like? You've seen it now for years with the growth in front of you. How cool of an event is that for you to be a part of, and like all that you can accomplish with it?
Well, it's just good to see as far as the public interaction with us on a human level, but not only just for us, but just all the resources that are available within the community and the county as far as that it makes a better awareness for everybody to see what's out there for them to utilize. And then it's just a good, with each one of them having something for the kids too, that it's exciting for them to see as far as not only to see what's available, but activities for them to do and just enjoy the day.
I tell you, when I was a little kid, I remember so much with doing events like this, being able to talk with uniformed officers, uniformed fire department. It was such a cool experience. Absolutely. And it also, to your point, builds those relationships early on, because I do think that there are too many people out there. You get a speeding ticket or something in the back of your head, it's like they're the bad guy. No, they're enforcing the law.
Exactly.
That's all it is. They're out here trying to make you safe. So it's cool that you have these opportunities to build that relationship with the community as well.
Absolutely.
I see food available. I have to ask. I'm a big fella here. When I see that, I have to know details. What's going on with that?
So every year we try to have something. The Dodge County Corrections, Probation, and Parole always brings hot dogs every year and has water. We've had this year we've got Chippy's popcorn. They donate little bags of popcorn, and so we put a little free will offering out for people to just throw some money in the hat that we give back to the police department then for the money that's raised to different events for whatever they've got going on. But yeah,
sure.
Chippy's popcorn, Community Corrections with their hot dogs. Kraft Heinz is going to have something there this year. I don't know exactly what it is. Marco's Pizza. And then the market, they give us ice cream every year so we can have ice cream cones for the kids and
get out.
Yeah, or for everybody actually.
Yeah, I was going to say we can't. They're not just for kids, right?
Right. Yeah. And so, I did mention a couple of the other donation places like Baskin Robbins. We have a new ad. Grandpa's Bakery is going to be there this year as well. I just got that. Communication yesterday. So, there's going to be a lot of different whatever. I have no idea what they're bringing or, what they're going to share, but it just kind of helps with having a little snack as you're walking around.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be Tuesday, August 5th. Again, get out there to Swan City Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be a lot of us out there, and I've had the pleasure, again, to talk with quite a few of the groups on here. Great people that are going to be very excited to meet you and answer any questions that you may have, too. I have a little bit of a softball question for you, as I should bounce out the camera so we actually see Craig here so you know who we're talking with this morning. What is your favorite part or favorite aspect of doing this event every year? Is there something that sticks out to you with National Night Out?
For me, it's just seeing everything come to fruition, and we've been blessed with good weather
Amen.
for the past couple of years. That just to see the turnout and everyone show up and the fruits of the labor kind of thing, and again, just to see all the people and make those connections on a different level with everybody.
That's exciting. I'm excited. You'll be out there as well, Craig?
Yep, I'll be out there.
Well, cool. Then I'll make sure that I stop by and say hello when we're out there as well. And Sheila, I imagine with all the hard work you put into this every year, there has to be something that's really gratifying and rewarding when you look back on each one.
Yeah, I will say that between 4 and 5 o'clock for the setup and helping people get to the, where their booth location is and the whole thing, after 5 o'clock, I can just sit down and just look at all the people. It's just, it is heartbreaking to just say, oh, how wonderful to be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy this has all come together. So yeah, there is some good times. The other thing that we did not mention is we do have new music this year. It's going to be Total Sound Entertainment is going to be there providing some music for the park while we're there. We had to change vendors this year, but we're looking forward to that as well. So there's always music going on, and so we really want to just make sure that everybody in the community is aware of what is happening at the park. You see the lights and sirens down there. You don't panic. It's all a good event, and come on down and see everybody.
Wow, I love to hear it. This is going to be jam-packed. Again, I know the team here, we're going to have shifts going out there, so we'll be out there as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you both there.
Good.
But thank you so much for joining us today. Next Tuesday, August 5th, it sounds like we're going to have a little bit of a party on our hand over there.
Exactly.
Well, thank you guys again for joining me, and we're going to step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to revisit a conversation we had over the last couple weeks. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Mainly sunny skies tomorrow. Highs level off around 75. Upper 70s Saturday and Sunday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Currently, it's 62 degrees.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Join us for Taste and Create Nights on Thursday, July 31st and August 28th. Ready to shake up your summer nights? From tea blending to sign making, yoga to haunted museums, downtown Beaver Dam is full of creative stops just waiting to be explored. Whether you're hands-on with art, into vintage vibes, or want to try something new with a friend, this is your chance. Join us at McKinstry's Home Furnishings for tips and sips. Enjoy a glass of wine and popcorn while learning tips from our designers. We have a living room, family room, bedroom, and dining room display set up on our main floor, complete with accessories to give you some ideas. We will have different options set up each night. Also, you can sign up to win a $500 gift certificate from McKinstry's. So grab your friends and join us at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Come sip, shop, snack, and create and taste at Create Nights in downtown Beaver Dam.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
When was the last time you detoxed your body? If you're like most people, the answer is probably never. Toxins accumulate in our bodies every day from pollution in the air we breathe and water we drink, as well as the food we eat, especially if that food includes fast food, processed food, and sugar. How do you know if you're suffering from a buildup of toxins? If you're experiencing low energy, brain fog, headaches, bloating, and skin irritation, then those are all telltale signs. So, how do you detox your body? Well, you can add saunas or juice fasts, but what you really need is Active Liver from New Nordic. Containing a powerful blend of turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract, Active Liver makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle. Try Active Liver today and start feeling better with more energy immediately. Active Liver comes in both a delicious gummy or tablet. Active Liver is available in stores at CVS or Meijer, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Randy and his team at Professional Floor Covering are there to help you design the perfect space. They've got over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and more. Of course, you know they got you covered when it comes to floors. They got a great selection. They can also help you out with your countertops in your kitchen, your bathroom. Maybe you're looking for some new kitchen cabinets. They got you covered there. And in that bathroom with that shower or tub, listen, the shower or tub should be a place that you can just unwind, relax, kind of get some peace and quiet. Can't do that if you got that dingy old shower or tub, but they are there to help you out, whether it's a tile job for your shower, new tile. Let their team help you design a shower that you can unwind, relax in, from color and material choice to size and arrangement. There's a lot of choices that need to be made. Maybe you want to add some glass panels and doors. Good way to give your bathroom a little bit more spacious and luxurious feel. Or if you're looking to get rid of that tub and do a tub to shower conversion, they can help you out. And they have a lot of options available as well. Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at PROFLR.com. Well, last week we got a chance to sit down with a young man from the area, Max Letke, who was recently elected as FFA Vice President at the state level. And Max, a very impressive young man, involved in a lot of things in this community. And so we're going to revisit that conversation with Max. Now here again with that is Wally.
We're joined this morning by FFA State Vice President now, as an incoming freshman, Max Letke. Max, it's been a few months since we had you on. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I need to get this out of the way at the top of this. You had challenged me on the air to a pancake off at your guys' brunch over at the high school at the very start of summer. You dusted me. I threw 5 at it. You threw like 6 or 7 at it, no problem at all. Just looked at me like, this guy's weak.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I mean, Wally thought he could take me on, but not a chance.
Just an overachiever over here, Max. And I feel like the last time we talked to you, You're at a very different spot even than you were now in your FFA career. We were saying goodbye to the chapter here in Beaver Dam, and we are now hearing you are going to Madison on scholarship from what you did here. But it doesn't stop there. I kind of let us off. Since we talked to you, you were elected state FFA vice president?
Yeah, so we had our annual convention in June, and I wasn't ready to give up FFA yet, so I ran to serve as a state position and ran against 5 other individuals to represent our area, and I ended up getting elected. So,
well, congratulations, first of all. And I have to ask, what does that actual process look like? Because did you know that you wanted to run for that state officer position like this whole time?
yeah, I've known pretty much since my sophomore year in high school that it's something that I wanted to do.
My man.
And it's a pretty rigorous process. So coming way back in like March, I had to submit an application, resume, a couple essay responses, and then everything else happened at the convention in June. So it was a 4-part interview process. We went in, there was just a personal interview for like 10 minutes with a panel of judges. Then they put us with 3 other candidates who were randomly from around the state. And we were given 15 minutes to create a workshop to put on for students to see how well we can facilitate and teach students the real message of something while doing it through a fun activity, kind of testing our teamwork, but then also how well we interact with the students. We had another one where it was a stakeholder engagement, so we met with like mock stakeholders, so because throughout the year we'll be talking with people who give the FFA a lot of money and big sponsors, so how we interact with them, how we talk with sponsors and stakeholders. And then our final one was we had to give a speech, so it's just a 5-minute stand and deliver speech about an agricultural topic to see how we get up in front of people and talk.
That's a fascinating way they go about it. So it's 4 steps, and this is all taking place in how short of a period?
This was all during one day. So
this is one day?
This was the Monday of convention. So those things were all equally weighted along with your resume. And then 2 for smaller point options were little things that you don't necessarily think about, but they judged us on. We had to write a thank you card to the stakeholder after we met with them to see how well we write thank you cards. And then we had to draft up a social media post because we're managing our own social media platforms. So just all sorts of little things to see how it works together. And that just narrowed us down to the top 2 from each section.
And then is it just like voted on at that point when you get to top 2?
So once you find out your top 2, you have to wait. You find out on Wednesday if you're top 2, so you have to wait 2 full days before you find out. So that's a nerve-wracking couple of days.
I believe it.
And then you're sitting in a corner with all the state officer candidates, and they read off the names of the top 2 from each section. And then what they do is they run you down the hallway, up the stairs, and then you go in a room with 2 delegates, so 2 representatives from each chapter in your section. So my section has 27 chapters, so there were almost 60 people in the room, and they were able to ask me questions. I was able to interact with them for a little bit, and then from there it's up to the delegates to elect who they think would be better.
Wow, that's unbelievable. So talk about hard work that goes into this. I expected here in 4 parts. I thought it was going to be 4 interviews. Interview was just the very first step, and then it's actually like proving and showing to people, I can do what I say I can do. I'm going to be able to show that I'm knowledgeable in FFA too. And then you even finish all that off. You're just in top 2, and you go and you get peppered with questions.
Yeah.
How did you prepare for this?
Well, so the speech was the hardest thing to prepare for because I was scared getting in front of judges I might forget my speech. And there was a broad topic that they gave us. So the topic was you're speaking at an annual school board convention about the importance of agriculture education. And then that was the prompt. So they left it kind of open. And what I ended up doing was I emailed the school board here in Beaver Dam to get a few quotes to put in there, and then I just talked about what agriculture education has done for me. So that was a lot of preparation. Other than that, I kind of just went in and for the interview, I've done a few interviews before, so just did that, and yeah.
You know you are FFA state vice president. For people outside of FFA, what exactly does that mean? What are you going to be doing over this next few years?
Yeah, so it's a 1-year position.
It's a 1-year position.
It's a 1-year position.
I'm just used to like elections, and I'm like, all right, he's got a few at least here.
Nope. So it's just a 1-year position, but I'll be spending the next year kind of traveling around the state, visiting different FFA chapters, different schools, putting on workshops, interacting with members, and then also going like to industry professionals, the government people, advocating for agriculture and agriculture education programs.
You mentioned going around to like other schools. When you say that, are you saying like other colleges where you're working together, or is it like you're going to high schools and educating them?
It's high schools. So
okay.
FFA, it's It's mainly high schoolers. So you can technically be an FFA member for 3 years after you graduate high school. So that's how I'm able to still be a state officer, because I'm still an FFA member. But all the activities are for high schoolers. So this whole year, we'll be like the leaders and mentors for the high schoolers. So we'll be going to all the schools in my section, as I mentioned earlier. So I'll be each school for a day or two, putting on workshops, just meeting with the members, seeing all the awesome things that each different school's doing. And then we'll be putting on, like I said, leadership conferences. So we'll do our fall leadership workshops kind of in the month of September, where we'll travel all around the state, put on 10 different workshops in different sections of the state for students to come in, learn how to be the best versions of themselves, be leaders. And then we'll run a few more leadership workshops. One for middle schoolers come in the fall. We'll have a halftime one for chapter leaders, so they're presidents and vice presidents. So we'll put on a few more conferences throughout the year, but really just a lot of time of interacting with members and seeing what they're doing.
Looking ahead, so you want to be at least involved this next year. Do you look to be in the FFA beyond that one as well then? Like for your 3-year remaining years?
So for sure this year, and then it's kind of up in the air. So the way that they choose, so we have an 11-person officer team. So the state's broken up into 10 different sections, and those 10 sections, there's a representative from each section, so that there's sectional representation. And then our president is actually someone from last year's team. So last year's team, they elected someone to serve as the president this year. So they've been around the block. They know what the year entails. So our president, she's from Glenwood City, and so she was a state officer last year, and now she's the state president this year. But as far as opportunities, so there's a chance that could happen. We don't really like thinking about that till the end of the year, to just enjoy the time that we have together, and that's really what it is at this point. And then if I'm not a state officer or anything in the future, then it'll still be a lot of supporting, coming to events, still seeing people and doing what I love, and then I'll have an opportunity to earn my American degree, which is the highest award in FFA. So
this feels like a cheap, boring question, but there has to be something you're most excited about.
Yeah, so I think I'm most excited for is just getting in front of the members and seeing all the amazing things that they've done. So like I said, this past month, it's been a month of a lot of training. So we spent 2 full weeks in Marshfield, Wisconsin, so the central part of the state, where our team came together and we trained on. The first week, we learned a lot about ourselves, and we focused on like our personal strengths and then the strengths of our teammates. And the way that they said it is, that was the week you spend learning about yourself, because the rest of the year is for the members. So that was really cool. So we learned a lot, dove in a lot about ourselves and our personal strengths. And then from there, we went to the Ag Teachers Conference, and we met with Ag teachers. We got to meet them, and then we learned a little bit more about social media training, and then also how to do interviews, just trainings for that. And then we went back to Marshfield, and then we learned how to write a workshop, how to write speeches effectively. So it's been a lot of training. Last week we were in Washington, D.C. learning about advocacy training. So it's been a lot of training, and now we get to go out and finally get in front of members, and so that's going to be really cool. It's been really cool to get to know my whole team and get to experience all this with them, but it's going to be even cooler to see what all the members are doing, because in the end, I'm a state officer because I want to be that mentor for the members. So
Max, couple things before we end up letting you go here. One, is there a place where people can follow along and follow your journey, follow the FFA, what the mission is? Where can they go and find that?
Yeah, so to follow my specific journey, I have my own social media page on Facebook and Instagram. It's FFA Section 10. So that's because I'm the Section 10 state officer. So that's my page where I'll be posting updates of kind of what I've been doing throughout the year. Otherwise, Wisconsin FFA, we have our own social media page too. That would just be general with kind of what's happening throughout the state. And if you ever have any questions about FFA, you can reach out to either Jonathan Yansky or Mackenzie Chitko at Beaver Dam, or else FFA.org has everything that FFA is doing on it. So that's really cool.
You stole my next question. I was just going to say, for people that want to get involved, because it is a great thing too. It doesn't even have to be, you don't have to be living on a farm.
No, for sure. So Beaver Dam, we have over 220 members in our chapter, and I think 8 of those grew up on a farm. So I didn't grow up on a farm. A lot of our members don't. It's so much more than just future farmers, and that's why the FFA changed what they call themselves. We're just the National FFA Organization instead of Future Farmers of America, because it's so much more than farming, and they like to it's cultivating premier growth, personal success, and then career readiness through agriculture education. So it's got our agricultural base, but it's really just promoting growing as an individual and then getting ready for your career.
Well, I've been joined this morning by FFA State Vice President Max Lidke. Max, I got to give you the final word. Anything that you want to plug or what you're most excited about. Anything you want to say here at the very end here?
Yeah, so it's just, I'm really excited for this year ahead just to get to see, like I said, what the members are doing and everything. And then I guess I'm just going to plug support FFA at the local level. I know we'll have Beaver Dam coming on, I'm sure, talking about their pork chop dinner. If you ever see fundraisers for youth organizations in general, just support them because it cultivates the growth of leaders, and they're the next generation of workers in the workforce. So just support the youth, and I think that's what I want to leave it at.
And again, Hometown Today replay. Thanks to Max Letke for joining us last week. As you can see, doing a great job of representing our community at the state level. When we come back, Wally and I will tell you what's going on. That's next on Hometown Today.
August might mean summer's winding down, but the savings are sizzling at the market at Beaver Dam. Washington sweet cherries are just $2.49 a pound. Pair them with fresh 81% lean ground beef, a dozen of Granny's barbecue buns, and sand-rich potato salad. That's summer on a plate. Keep it simple with Orv's Risers or ultra-thin pizzas, 3 for $9.99, and 7-Up 6-packs, also 3 for $9.99. And don't forget, use your Market app this week to snag a free Old Orchard apple juice. Shop local with the Market app Beaver Dam.
There's lots to see and do at the Dodge County Fair. Fun for me and you. There's good times in the air.
Corn dogs, demo derbies, rock and roll, funnel cakes, wild rides, and roaring tractors. It's all happening at the Dodge County Fair, August 13th through the 17th. Get ready for 5 epic days of food, fun, competition, big-name music, and thrilling exhibitors. Season tickets are just $35 in advance, available at the market at Beaver Dam, Piggly Wiggly in Beaver Dam and Juneau, Leroy Meats, the Fair Office, most Dodge County banks, and online at DodgeCountyFairgrounds.com. Daily admission $10 before noon and $15 after. Kids 9 and under get in for free. Don't miss a minute. Head to DodgeCountyFairgrounds.com for more ticket information.
So come on, everyone, to the Dodge County Fair.
Well, it's late summer and time to get that flower feeling. Flowers are an everyday essential at this time of the year. Flowers can be a small gesture that bring big smiles and with kindness and caring with each petal. And Jean's Beaver Floral has that flower feeling with sunflowers grown locally right in Rolling Prairie from their friend Renati. Snapdragons, zinnias, larkspur, dahlia, and gladiolas, all fresh and locally grown in Dodge County and the surrounding area. A new flower that's arriving is the Albion. It's difficult to describe, but blooms are white and appear like a shooting star on a strong stem. Jean's Beaver Floral loves to support their local flower-growing individuals with positive, fragrant purchases. As your local hometown florist, Jean's Floral is in its 54th year of business and has shared that flower feeling with families for 3 or more generations. Jean's Beaver Floral, 920-885-3365. They've got flowers and gifts for thoughtful giving and casual living. That flower feeling inspires essential needs for a season of gathering, gardening, and good living.
Open the door to big savings on beautiful Mastercraft doors at Menards. Mastercraft steel entry doors add a stylish appearance, and they're a great investment for your home. Choose from our huge in-stock selection or design your door your way using our free step-by-step design program. Visit us today in store or on Menards.com to shop all Mastercraft doors. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for all our great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, and also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Wally Lukashenski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studios making us sound good. Thank you as always, Kale. And you know what I got to ask? What's going on?
Oh, man, Wally, I'm excited. This time of year, it's kind of fun to watch the calendar because I don't know if you realize this, but as of today, we are under the 2-week mark until we kick off the Dodge County Fair.
We are. It's coming up right here. On the 13th through the 17th?
Yep, August 13th through the 17th. So it is like Right. I mean, when we say around the corner, we're halfway turned around the corner at this point. So, yeah, super excited, and it's going to be really, really, really fun to be out at the brand new Goodcomer Brands Park. Super excited for the new space out there, and we got a lot of fun planned for everybody out there.
Oh, I'm fired up. I know that we have, for just talking about main stage music, Badger State Tractor Pulls Wednesday night, Diamond Rio Thursday night, Corey Kent Friday, 38 Special, Love 38 Special Saturday night, Truck Pull Sunday morning, and a demo derby, 2 of them at 1 and 5 o'clock on Sunday. So you are going to have a jam-packed thing to do. Plus, you got those pig and duck and goat races, Kale, and I love those.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So much to, as they say, see and do at the Dodge County Fair. And, of course, you mentioned around the fair, the big main stage acts. You got the midway with all the rides. The food. You and I, we're on the same page. Like, we can't wait to see what we can eat in those 5 days.
I'm itching already. I'm already thinking about corn dogs, pretzels, anything fried. It's going to be a beautiful time.
It's going to be a great time. And, of course, on that brand new, beautiful WDS construction stage out at Goodcomer Brands Park, we'll have entertainment out there, too. We've got live music Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. We've got Radio Park Rumble 2 happening on Saturday at 5 o'clock with Frozen Tundra. That's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to that one.
Me too. Wade and I was going to say, loser big wrestling fan, so I'm going to be trying to get up close and personal early and often to be involved with that as much as I can.
Going to be fun. Check out all the festivities at Goodcomer Brands Park over on the Dodge County Fair page at dailydodge.com. Wally, quickly before we get out of here too, want to remind folks that you may not be so excited for Friday this week.
Not quite. Tomorrow from 11 a.m. until I complete it, we'll be at Tower Lanes for my dart disaster. I have to throw 29,032 points worth of darts. You can be involved. You can donate. You can add my total, subtract from my total. So make sure you get out there early for that as well, or watch it on the Daily Dodge YouTube page. But, Kale, that's going to do it for us here on Hometown Today. We will be back same time, same place tomorrow before that dart disaster. So we'll see you then. Have a great day, everybody. This has been Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
There's a hometown stop in Beaver Dam where convenience meets community. That's Jerry's Automotive and BP Gasoline. Inside, find